Alright guys, so it's the second month. Hell yeah. Alright, so hi, my name is Nelly. I'm a full-time artist. And this is, well, technically now it's our third month of being a full-time artist. I say we as, you know what I mean. We as in here high the collective of the channel. The royal we. But yeah, okay, so I quit my job on New Year's Eve and was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be a full-time artist. So this is my like monthly check-in. I mean, I post every week, but specifically for like this kind of stuff. So, oh, and also I hope you guys enjoy Draculaura. Hi, she's waving. She's my mic stand today because my outfit doesn't really have anywhere where I can like put a mic. So Draculaura is here today. Shout outs to I can't remember the creator's name off the top of my head, so I'll put it right here. She uses a, what is it, like a G2 Draculaura. If you guys know anything about dolls, y'all know that G2 Monster High dolls are fugly. I'll just put it that way. Some people say they're cute. I think that's a controversial take that I wouldn't agree with. So y'all can hate me for that, but it's true. There's a reason why I didn't get any. But anyways, that's that's a tangent for another day. But yeah, so month 2, I'm kind of just gonna get into my thoughts, how I feel about everything that went on during that month, kind of thing. February, how February went for me as a full-time artist, and kind of, I guess, kind of where I want to go with it. I do have my notes, but I don't have my glasses on, so I can barely read any of that. But they're there. They're there, so maybe I'll try and like strain my eyes in the process. And y'all are like, why don't you just put on your glasses, or why don't you have contacts? The lashes, this was like a fashion choice. Like every time I get on here without my glasses on, it's a fashion choice. You see how long my lashes are? Yeah, my glasses aren't fitting with the lashes, so anyways, sacrifices were made. But I pretty much remember what I wrote out, so anyways, we'll get started with that. So some fun things this month. I did my first art market, as we saw, that I posted for February. That was pretty cool. That was towards the end of the month. We learned a lot there, and that did bring up a lot of like questions and thoughts that I had that like I kind of wanted to, that I'll touch on. But we're just kind of gonna go through the stuff I did, which, you know, the keynotes of this month. Not every month is gonna be as eventful or whatever, but you know, it's just nice to note our accomplishments, no matter how big or small, because we still did something, and that's kind of cool. So yeah, so we did the market. I got this new camera and this cool mic, so we upgraded our stuff, which was awesome. We got more followers on Instagram and here on YouTube, so thank y'all for that. And if you're new here, hi, hello, so happy you could join us for my journey. But for real though, like I really appreciate that y'all are here, and it it means so much to me. I was like genuinely shocked when like, because it's like YouTube Studios is the like where you check all your analytics and stuff like that. So seeing that I had jumped from 24 to now like 46 or something like that in subscribers was absolutely crazy. I think my highest viewed video right now is my art market video, and that was like, when I checked this morning, was about like 300 plus, I don't know, 300 something views, which was wild. I didn't think you know, people on YouTube would watch my video, but like that many people, so that's cool. Love that. Thank you. And yeah, interacting with like comments and stuff on YouTube, I don't know, it's so it's very foreign to me. So foreign that I didn't know that people were commenting on my videos all that much. Like, unless I like manually searched it, like my videos, I didn't know, because I didn't know how YouTube Studios worked until like literally like day before yesterday maybe. So I was just like, what? Oh my god, there's all these people who had commented, and there was like, you know, like comments from like a week or so ago, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I did not know. So sorry y'all for the late reply, but yeah, I'll be better about that. I'm still learning the ropes, but and then I also made, well, you know, this the little intro, I made that, which is a lot more polished than my last one. The last one was cool, but it was definitely like placeholder. I just wanted y'all to get like an idea of like what I was going for. Editing, I've learned a lot more in editing my videos and how to do that. Y'all, this shit is not easy. Oh, I twisted her whole ass foot, sorry. This is not easy. This shit is actually very hard, and I can see why people, like bigger YouTubers and stuff, like actual YouTubers, like more established YouTubers, because I am one now too, but you know, the ones who have the bigger numbers, I can see why they get editors and like people like specifically appointed to do their thumbnails and stuff like that, because I'm doing all of this by myself. And, you know, I'm trying to use the tips and tricks. Canva, shout out to Canva. They've been my best friend. If y'all wonder, you know, like, how I do my thumbnails and stuff like that, and if you're trying to, like, get this whole thing started and whatever, and the thumbnails are one of your biggest humps, Canva. It's a free app. I mean, you can pay for the pro version of it, but honestly, I just use the free version, and all I do is go on there, look at the templates, and you know, type in YouTube thumbnail you know, templates, and then there they are, and then I just customize them to however I see fit. So yeah, that's kind of been working for me. But I guess to touch on the art market stuff, and like kind of all of that, kind of like the things that I've learned from that, and the questions that have kind of popped up since then, or well, like, you know, things to think about. Primarily it's been about like time and what my time is worth, if that makes sense. I was offered a opportunity to do another like art market type deal, and I don't know. I wouldn't say that like it wasn't bad. Like, it was great. It was really cool of them to offer me like to do this event and stuff, like another event, but I had to say no. I just kind of did not think that it was going to fit my vibe. Not that like, okay, so I do have cute things that are centered around that specific event, but it wasn't exactly like I knew people weren't going to buy my stuff, if that makes sense. Even this last event that I did, which was coquette themed, I had to really try to push my art style and my brand into the event more so than the event like just fitting or, you know, being like adjusted more towards what I do, you know, and my demographic that I'm trying to bring forth. I think that was definitely the challenge and something like not a hard lesson to learn, but definitely a lesson I did learn. Was like, just because there's events and there's things that are available, that doesn't always mean that I have to like snatch it up right away, or even do it, you know, because I have to draw everything, I have to make everything, I have to buy, you know, products and stuff to make all this stuff, supplies and whatnot. Chibi. That's my dog, for people who are new here. Y'all probably can't hear her, and that's the sad part, is the mic is so good now that like I don't think y'all can like actually hear her snore anymore. So I might make a segment where like you guys can get like Chibi ASMR or something. But yeah, sorry. So I think that like you know, the whole concept of like time is money is like, it is true, and it's like, you know, I need to figure out and balance out like what my worth is, and doing events that don't really cater to my brand or like work with my brand or, you know, my style is something that I definitely did learn in this last event. Like, this last event was great, don't get me wrong, like there's nothing wrong with the event, and there was nothing, you know, like it was more so for me to just like put myself out there and like, you know, get over this anxiety hump of like doing events, and like, you know, because there was a lot of fear built up there because this is something I had never done, and it's kind of something I've been like mulling around in my head for a while, to the point where it was like causing me anxiety. So I definitely, you know, it was more so an exercise for me than a, oh my god, I'm gonna make tons and tons of money. If you're expecting to make tons and tons of money from art markets in general, I don't really think that's gonna happen. I think, like, especially the kind of art market that I was at, that I attended, was in a small cafe, and it was on a Sunday, and it was only like a 4 to 5 hour window. I don't really think most people are gonna make like tons of money. It would have been, sorry, it would have been different if it was like a very popular market, or like I don't know if you've ever seen those markets like in LA, like those really big night markets and stuff like that. I think that's where you would probably, you know, where the attendance is expected to be very big, the numbers, the, you know, just on social media, on their promotions and stuff are really big, like it's a very big event kind of thing. Then I think that's when markets and stuff will really work in your favor when it comes to finances. Now, this is all just speculation because I personally have not done that yet, but I think that's where you could probably see yourself making a little more revenue. And even then, I don't think that's like crazy numbers, you know, where you would probably see better numbers at a like big convention or something like that. And even then, that varies towards artist to artist, how they're marketing the event, XYZ. That's a whole nother video. And even then, like, I don't think I'll make that video anytime soon because I feel like I'm not personally qualified to give out advice like that. There are tons of awesome people here on YouTube that have done those things and can give you advice. Molcana, she's here on YouTube. She does a lot of great stuff. I watch her videos religiously. She gives out great advice. Her brand is awesome, and she seems like a cool chick. So check them out. They're great. They have lots of advice and stuff like that. I would recommend checking them out. Most of the people that I'm subscribed to on this channel, more than likely are like small artist businesses and stuff like that. So if you even just want to scroll through like my subscribed and stuff, I would do that and look at who, you know, get resources like that. This isn't for sure, but I did apply for a art, not an art, an anime convention. So we'll see what they say. I don't know. I don't think I know anybody like personally that has done who's vended there. So we'll see. But I'm gonna kind of leave it at that because we don't even know if I'll get in. So I don't know. We'll see. But I did make that big jump. That was a big girl jump also that I was proud about. So we'll see what happens there. To get back on topic, I just feel like doing markets that don't fit your theme. I don't know about other people and like other areas, how they run their art markets and stuff, but over here a lot of them I've noticed that they have very specific themes. You know, it'll be like something like race cars, or you know, the theme is racing or something like that, and I'm like, not even actually as broad as that, because that is even more broad than what they make it. They'll be like, it's, you know, some random franchise I can't think of. You know, just like an anime, just a specific anime. They'll be like, it's Soul Eater themed, you know, something like that, where it's like specifically that thing. And while I think that in theory that kind of is cool, it's also kind of limiting. And I don't know, I feel like that kind of is too niche, where like, I don't know, I feel like it kind of makes it hard for artists like myself, at least just for me personally. I don't know, it makes it feel like you know, like all of my stuff has to be centered on that, and that makes my job a little harder because, like I said, I literally have to draw everything, and yeah, I'm doing digital, but I still have to draw everything. And drawing enough pictures to be centered around that theme, and then the next week another, you know, or the week after is like a different themed market for that, or you know, for another niche franchise, or you know, whatever. It makes it pretty hard. I mean, like, I think a lot of my art currently is pretty niche art for franchises that I love, like fan art, like Monster High, for example. But yeah, I don't know, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to be like, I don't know, to be like, okay, yeah, I can just like whip out some good quality pictures to the level of detail that I personally like, and then in hopes that maybe somebody will buy at least 1 to 2 of those prints, you know what I mean? To make enough money to make back table, gas money, food expenses, and then taxes, and then just, you know, money to, you know, make it worth it. Just, you know, it's kind of tough. It honestly is harder to say yes to events like that when it's so niche. It's so niche and it's very difficult. And I don't think they expect us to have like just that kind of stuff, but I feel like they want majority. Most of the markets ask for like majority of the products that we're selling to be that. So that kind of makes things hard, and I don't know if I really enjoy that because the stuff I like is even more niche in the niche. I'm not trying to say that I'm different or anything, you know, like not like other girls, but my interests and stuff are kind of niche, unfortunately. I wish I was into something more like, you know, Taylor Swift. They had one. They had a market that was like a Taylor Swift market, or like the K-pop markets and stuff like that, like where they have like BTS and whatever. And I'm just like, I am not interested in those things, and therefore, and I'm not going to try to fit into those interests that I don't even know anything about. You know, I can't tell you anything about Tay Tay and her life. I don't care, and I don't like her music, and that's okay. But I'm not gonna try to sit here and pretend and draw just so that I can try to make some money when I could be using that time to focus on something else. And that kind of touches into the next subject that I want to talk about, which is like, you know, on the time, like how I'm spending my time and, you know, kind of giving my time worth is, you know, kind of from this point on, where do I want to focus myself in? Is it markets? Is it trying to build a storefront? Is it trying to build a mega corporation that sucks the life out of every soul that that works there? You know what I mean? Like, is it, you know, what is the goal here, you know? Of course, I just want to make art, and I want to make cool shit, and I want people to buy it, and I want that to pay my bills. But, you know, that's only like, that's a half-baked thing. I think for me personally right now, I want to focus on like anime conventions. I really think that like my stuff will do better at anime conventions. It would be great to do more doll art because I love dolls. I love dolls so much. Like, and it's weird because like as a kid I wasn't like super into like Barbies. Like I liked them. I thought they were cool looking, but they weren't like my whole like life, or you know, I wasn't centered around them. I loved animals. So I played with like toy animals more than I did with dolls. Dolls were very much a set piece in my masterpieces that I would create. I loved like writing little scripts in my head and stuff, and like having a whole narrative to play dolls. I don't know if anybody else was like that, but yeah, But anyways, I think it would be cool to do like a doll convention or something like that. I don't know if they would allow just like artwork, but that would definitely be a goal one day, is to do something like that. I think that would be kind of cool, kind of fun. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like trying to focus more on conventions and art markets here and there to kind of just fill in the time. I think art markets specifically, I don't want to kind of consider or even like put expectations of money in that. I think more so I'm just going to like keep it as a exposure kind of thing and like get to know the community and people more. Because they are more intimate than most conventions, and I feel like that's when you can like talk to people more and like get to know others and other people, you know, who are vendors and stuff like that. I think that's kind of where I'm gonna keep my expectations and all that. But I do want to try to do at least like 1 to 2 anime conventions this year. Like I really want to do that. And I think I feel a little more confident in doing something a little bit bigger than just a regular little market, which is crazy because even like, you know, 2-3 months ago, I would have been like, bitch, you're wild. But alright, I'm here for it. You're a little freak, but I'm here for it. But yeah, I think that's definitely something I'm going to try to work towards this year. I want to make sticker books so bad. And I guess that's another thing that I also want to bring up, but yeah, just to round off what I was originally on topic, like saying, was that like I really want to just focus on my online shop. I'm going to try to work with Etsy. I'm going to try to like make Etsy work, because like last month I was like, I don't really know if I like it that much. I don't really know. But I also wasn't like really utilizing all its tools, and I really didn't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I still kind of don't know what the fuck I'm doing on Etsy. But I'm going to try to get better with marketing it and pushing sales towards that, and seeing if that really does work for me. I want to give it at least like a good 6 months before I'm like, okay, maybe I should just scrap it and do like a website. So I don't know, I'm gonna try. I'll probably make a video later, once I like get the hang of it and really figure it out, like kind of give y'all an update of like what the hell is going on with that and how to do that. But I am planning a drop soon, and I'll let y'all know. If you guys make sure you follow my Instagram, that's where I am primarily. I also do TikTok here and there. I'm chronically online, is what I'm trying to say. So more than likely I am on Instagram unless I'm actually busy. So that's where I drop my first updates, is there. So when I do start working and get an actual date punched out on all that, I will let y'all know on my stories and make an official post on Instagram. But yeah, to touch on the whole like making merch and stuff like that, I think another thing I learned was this month is that like I kind of need to like reel back my expectations, because the Delulu state that you know, runs rampant in my brain at like 3 a.m. is wild. I would consider myself an ambitious person, and I want all the cool stuff to be out, and I just want it to be a success, of course. And I think most people want their stuff to be a success, right? I don't think we do things to really set out to fail, you know, intentionally or, you know, consciously, maybe subconsciously, you know, whatever. That's a whole nother psychology thing that I'm not even really gonna touch on. But I need to be more realistic, and I need to make sure that I'm budgeting things out correctly, because I feel like I get so excited and I wrap my life so much around just doing art and stuff that like my work to life balance is very off. And I think I mentioned this in my last video, you know, my last update art video thing, is that I needed to like work on my work to life balance. You know, just trying to separate like, okay, what is work and what is, you know, the rest of my life, leisurely things and, you know, stuff like that. I think that is something that I still struggle with. And it is hard because it's like, I do enjoy my job. I do enjoy being a full-time artist. I like, you know, I like drawing, I like creating, I like making things, and I think that makes it even harder to like where the two kind of blend into each other. So I think I kind of just need to work on that and just kind of like work on my personal boundaries with myself of like, okay, when is it time to stop doing business stuff, or, you know, because it's like I've already like gotten into that habit where I'm like, oh, I need to film that. I need to like film that. That would be great like content, like instead of just enjoying and doing the thing. So yesterday I like was like, fine, you know, because I've been wanting to open that watercolor set that I got, the gouache set that one of my lovely subscribers and also my bestie bought me, and I was like, oh, I was waiting to open it because I was like, I just want to make a video, you know, of me opening it and stuff like that, and like actually trying it out and like maybe do a whole review. And I was like, no, fuck that. You know why? Because I really wanted to paint something and I really was excited to open the set and use it. And I was holding myself back because I didn't want to film it yet. And then, but the want and the need to just like, you know, I needed to balance that out and like cut a line. So I pushed myself to just do the thing and not film it. And guess what? I had a great time. I had a great time. And y'all didn't even get to see it. And that's okay, because, you know, not everything has to be content. And that's okay. I have to be okay with that. And get in that habit now, so that not like, you know, 3 years down the line or whatever, hopefully, you know, this channel gets bigger and stuff like that. I don't want to become one of those people who's like, I'm just burnt out. Like my whole life is this, and it's kind of consumed the rest of my life, and you know, whatever, and I have nothing to myself, and you know, I always feel guilty if I don't film and whatever. That kind of stuff that you see a lot with a lot of other content creators, and it's very unfortunate, but you know, I see that. I'm like, I'm gonna learn from that. That's not me. That's not me. So, learning personal boundaries with what's work, what's leisure, you know, we're balancing it out, we're trying. Yeah, I don't know. This month has been very eye-opening for me, on, you know, just a lot of things of just like, how do I want to grow? Where do I want to spend my time? Where do I want to spend my money? You know, do I just deprive myself of all earthly things and just pour it into my business? And then maybe one day I'll buy myself something. I had to learn to just not, you know, I have to learn to like balance that out, like business and stuff like that. Like I just need to learn where that line is of like, okay, bitch, but you also wanted to bleach your hair, so like, when is that gonna happen? And you're kind of sad because you haven't bleached your hair yet, and we said we were gonna do that. So I bought hair bleach yesterday, even though I did also have in the cart like other things that I wanted to buy for my business, but I was like, no, we're buying ourselves a little treat today, and that is hair care, because you deserve it. I need to be happy in other aspects, you know. I can't have my whole happiness weigh on the success of my business as well, because then I'm not going to perform correctly, because I am a business of one, primarily. Seb, you know, helps here and there, but primarily it is just me, which is another thing I learned during this market, actually. I learned that, like, you know, I need to be more open to having people help me. Having, you know, people help me and, like, teaching, like Seb, like, how to do certain things, so then it can make my job easier. And it's not like he doesn't want to not help me. It's just me being like, no, I got it, because I'm the only one who knows how to do it, and I know how to do it right. And that is like hindering. It's hindering on me and my process. And like, you know, I could have used that energy to do something else, and it would have came out fine. You know, if he train somebody right, you know, it'll come out fine. It's that sense of control. I have OCD, so it's like, it's very hard for me to give up sense of control to others, even somebody that I've been with for literally 10 years, and I trust and I love, and, you know, trust with my whole ass life. Like, come on now. Sometimes she's a little silly, but we gotta say it out loud for it to, like, register and actually make sense and be like, yeah, girl, you're getting a little silly with it. You need to actually, like, chill. So yeah, sometimes you gotta say your ideas out loud and see if they're actually stupid or not, you know? Even if it's just to yourself in the mirror. Just be like, is that me just being irrational? Okay guys, so I think that's pretty much all I want to talk about. Yeah, I think that's it. I am going to make another video about specifically like what I had to do or what helped me get to this point of becoming a full-time artist. I did have somebody in one of my comments ask me the question of, like, you know, they want to make this jump to being a full-time artist, and they kind of wanted me to kind of lay out like what were the things for me that like registered or made it like, you know, like, okay, now's the time kind of thing. I'm gonna let y'all know right now that I think my situation is a little more unique, but I'm still going to make the video, because even if it's just like a second of that video helps y'all with anything or putting your life in perspective or whatever, getting something out of it, then great. So I'm gonna make the video. I'm gonna try to make that like hopefully this week or so. Maybe I'll probably post it next week. But yeah, I did see that. And I do read all the comments now. Now that I know how to do it, I can read all the comments. But yeah, I appreciate y'all so much. If there's anything that y'all want me to talk about or whatever, any videos and suggestions, or just want to say hey, found this channel, whatever, great, leave it in the comments. I will read them now. But yeah guys, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. I'm trying to get this channel monetized, so really any interaction and stuff helps. But yeah, have a great rest of your day. Bye. We're on that 3rd month now, baby. Let's fucking go.